G'day everybody, it's me again. I watched Aussie 50's video last night and getting a new computer case, and yeah, it kind of influenced me. I'm copying. I decided to get myself a new Aerocool. My old case is an Aerocool, but it's about 5 years old. It's in very sad state. Everything's busted. There's mouse shit inside it. So I decided I'd go almost the whole hog. I got a couple of the 14cm Shark Aerocool fans to go with it for the side, and I also got this a really wanky touchscreen fan controller. It has no use really whatsoever, besides it's going to look shiny. I'll be honest, that's all it is, it's just shiny. And I'm going to get this out of the box and we'll inspect the case, see how good it is. Okay, so first impressions here, everything seems to be very well made. They've actually used metal pins for the door instead of plastic like last time. They're one of the first things that snapped on me. It looks like there's some kind of wanky light in there. I know they've got the fan in there with the red LEDs. Top of the case here you got the usuals, eSATA, USB, microphone, speakers. There's the 14cm side fan holes with the semi-clear black side. Pop this case off. It's all very nicely made. It's yeah, all fits together really well. The guarded areas, airflow. Once again, this one sucks the power supply air in the bottom as well. Bottom mount power supply. There's another 12cm fan up there. Everything should be toolless. Yep, all the hard drives are toolless. Let's pop open this little box and have a look at this one. Yeah, so there's all the tools and the bits and pieces. There's even a little manual. A little manual tell you how to put it together. Cable ties for cable management. Lots of screws and standoffs. PC speaker. Not sure what that is, but I'll find out. Sweet. So everything can go on rails except the stuff in the 5 1/4 bays, which goes on with the quick releases. Yeah, they're on the other side too. All the usual stuff. Yeah, I'll pop the other side of the case off as well. What's this for? 3.5 inch. Oh, they even gave you a bay for the serial ATA. That's really nice. Okay, well I'm going to get stuck into this now. I'm going to go get my old case out and we'll have a look at that, and we'll start transferring all the goodies. Here's my old case. It's really scabby. There's mouse shit inside. A mouse has been living in this corner. Everything in here is really good, nice stuff, and basically I'm sick of it being ruined by not being in a good case and I can't seal it. And mice have really had a field day in there. Ew. Ew, this case is going in the bin. Ew. Anyway, I'll tell you about the hardware as I build it. Okay, so the rain just decided to hit me, but luckily I didn't get wet. Nothing here did either. CPU and mainboard is a Gigabyte 990 FXA. With a 965 Black Edition 3.4 GHz x 4 CPU, Gigabyte 600 watt power supply, Corsair Force 3 120 gig solid state, 8 gig of Kingston HyperX, a 1 terabyte, sorry, Western Caviar green thingy, and I'm going to start putting it in here. I like to start first by putting my main board in and then get all that done and then start adding the rest of the components. Find it gives you a bit more room that way. This case actually marks which pinholes to use for ATX, so I'll follow that and see if it's any good. And it's going to be nice, I think. It's going to be flash. Okay, so there's the main board in the case, and notice the use of black screws. I like that. That's a nice change from silver. And anyway, next steps. Okay, so I've been getting stuck into it. The hard drives are in place, video cards in place, power supplies in place. I've been using the cable management features, try to run all the cables on the back plane if I can So far so good, it's starting to come together nicely, not too much clutter in the main board area here. I had to run my AT power like such because the cable wasn't quite long enough to go up the back and then out and around, but so far so good. We're getting spiffy red and black theme going on. I'm going to never be using the blue light in my gigabyte power supply again because you won't be able to see it, it'll be under the desk. So anyway, next stuff coming. Okay, so there's a bit more progress made, everything's coming together nicely. I'm using the cable management to the best of my abilities to stop basically shit going everywhere. It's looking quite neat. Just need to put in a couple more bits and put in my shark fans into the side of the case. I was just going to say, these fans come with nice cool little rubber anti-vibration light type little standoffs, and all you do is you feed it through the hole and pull it tight on the other side, and it locks the fan into place with rubber, hoping that way there's no vibration, because these screws, as much as you try, they never go in very easily. I don't like them. I really like this rubber idea. Right, I hope I get that fan around the right way. I'd say the side with the label and the LEDs goes out, because the arseholes didn't actually mark the rotation direction or the airflow. Arseholes. Okay, so there's all that put back together. Hard drive's in place, DVD-ROM in place, all my power cables are run. I've tried to keep everything cable-wise as neat as possible. Just tucking things away, push them there, push them there. I don't mind a little bit of clutter, but I want to try to keep it, you know, as airflow friendly as possible. I'll let you know how these big bastard fans perform. I've put in their speed dropping resistors. The other thing I've done, which is a bit of a test here, is I've just piggybacked into the other motherboard connector for this fan. Hopefully that's just going to be 12 volt. Well, it should bloody well be. And then same for the other big fan. It's running off the chassis fan. But both of them are sharing. What is it? Power fan, sorry, gets that one and that one. And chassis fan, or sys fan, gets the bottom one in the front here for the hard drives and this one. So we're just going to have to see how it goes. These ones aren't speed measured at all. Not using a third pin, so I don't think it's going to affect the speed control very much. If anything, they're just going to get the pulse width mod and go slower or faster as the motherboard tells them. Anyway, that's it. I will power it up in a few minutes and tell you how I went. Thanks for watching. I was a bit disappointed with myself here. I mustn't have read anything properly. I thought this was USB and somehow it spoke to the computer, but it's not. It's actually just all analog control. Oh crap. And it just sends 500 million wires all over the inside of your case for temperature and speed control, and I don't like it. There's too much crap going everywhere. For some reason, because it had the USB ports on it, I assumed that it was USB powered, which would make sense to me. It would make more sense to me to do it all through software rather than through hardware, but that's the way they've done it in this case. But I don't like it. So I'm probably going to take this back, swap it for something more useful, maybe like a Northbridge cooler or a CPU cooler, something like that. Nice looking unit, just no good for me. I don't like the clutter. Anyway, this is all 100% back together. I'm going to take it back to my house and plug it in, and hopefully it works first shot. I haven't ever had that problem before, to be honest. And there we go, computer's back on my desk. It did fire up the first time. Nice spiffy red fans. One of the shark fans doesn't work. Bloody Aerocool Chinese nubs. Yeah, the silly red fan in the back too. But anyway, it is nice and quiet. It's rather spiffy looking, I'm happy. Thanks for watching.